What's going on, everybody? This is No Filter and Nintendo Podcast, and here's a look at my Nintendo Switch game collection as of May 2022. Yeah, it's pretty crazy to think it's really been, what is that, like 5 years since it came out? A little over 5 years here now. I believe I got it in May 2017, so I think this is exactly about 5 years from when I picked it up. Yeah, I think it's 89 physical games here right now. I have cheated a little bit. I have been doing a lot of download games, but I'm still steadfast on my physical game collection. And if you guys follow me on Twitter, you might have seen my recent notice about the value of these games and everything that I've done. And I believe the value of these games right now is at $5,500. And I would have spent if I and I made this just as a disclaimer. If I spent $80 per game, which I definitely did not. I bought a lot used and cheap and stuff like that, but if I spent $80 per game, it would have been about $7,200, I believe, in cost. Meaning the current value is about 20% less than what I originally bought it at. Yet I still got to play 89 games, and that value is only going to go up. It's insane the amount of value of this store. So, anyway, let's just jump into it quick here. Sorry, I already spent a minute here talking about that. But yeah, first game here, Astral Chain. Amazing game. Honestly, one of the best Nintendo Switch games out there for sure. And yeah, I have the collector's edition I got in Taiwan however long ago. Got that one for really cheap, 999 Taiwanese dollars. So yeah, really, really cool. All right, next games here, No More Heroes 1 and 2. These are the special collector's editions from Limited Run. They kind of have this connection here by a magnet in the center. And yeah, I absolutely love these games. I knew I had to pick this one up. And I also got the special edition of No More Heroes 3 from PixnLove. Amazing edition as well. And yeah, really good game. Still have to beat it though. I don't know why. I do this all a lot with games where I'm really looking forward to them. Finally pick it up and yeah, just don't end up playing it completely. Same thing happened with Neo: The World Ends With You. But yep. Anyway, that's next one here is Shin Megami Tensei 5 Fall of Man Premium Edition, and yeah, massive Shin Megami Tensei fan, obviously. And same thing like what I just said before. I played through maybe 20 hours of this, and then I just got caught up with some other stuff. Work got busy and stuff, so definitely gonna either restart or just jump back into this. But I was loving it from when I was playing it. So yeah, that's a great one. And the Silver Case 2040 25 Deluxe Edition. This is from Goichi Suda 51, one of his original games. So haven't played through this one yet, but knew I needed to pick it up. Alright, and last special editions I'm going to show are Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Works Set and Xenoblade Chronicles 2 Special Edition. We'll definitely be getting Xenoblade Chronicles 3, the Special Edition, when it comes out on Nintendo's website. But yeah, amazing games, obviously. Alright, now we're going to get into some of these games here. First game, 13 Sentinels, Aegis Rim. Playing this one right now. Not going to say much about it, but yeah, definitely was very excited for that one. We have AI, the Somnium Files, Day 1 Edition. AI, the Nirvana Initiative, I believe it's called. The sequel coming out in, I think it's like in a month. So I'm really excited. ARMS, fantastic. Not a launch title, really should have been, but fantastic early Switch game. Absolutely loved it. Was addicted to the online, and I just loved the creativity and the uniqueness to it. It was really good. I had my own separate copy of Astral Chain, and yeah, so that one's again amazing game. Banner Saga Trilogy, haven't played this one yet, but I always heard really good things about Banner Saga. Battle Chasers Night War, haven't played through this one yet either. I heard good things, and it's cool when you see a Western developer try to do work on a kind of a Japanese game like that. Battle Chef Brigade, amazing indie game here, really good. One of the best ones from Limited Run Games that's come out. Really a lot of fun. Blade Strangers, got it for pretty cheap, and it was actually a really fun fighting game. I liked that it had like a lot of some indie game stuff, like people from Cave Story or Yumihara Kawase, and Shovel Knight's in here as well. It's and Coda Princess, some really unique, awesome characters. I believe Isaac from Binding of Isaac's in there too. Bravely Default 2, really great RPG. Not my favorite in the series. I feel like they played it a little bit too safe, and the story was not as catchy, but it was still a fantastic RPG and one of the best on the Switch. Still, Broken Age. Haven't played this one yet, but again, I did get limited run games for I don't know how long. I was getting them for maybe like the first 10 or 12 issuances, but that was all I had at that time. Next game here, Daemon X Machina. Really like this game. Looks gorgeous. It's a lot of fun. Not amazing, but still a good game. Dead or Alive Extreme 3. Got this when I was in Taiwan. It's pretty cheap, and this one's worth a lot of money now. But yeah, figured I'd get it. Dead or School. Another one in Taiwan that I picked up. It's not amazing, but it was an interesting looking cover and a pretty fun game for the most part, but clearly not A tier kind of quality. The Blob and The Blob 2, some of my favorite Wii games back in the day. Diablo Eternal Collection, haven't played through this one yet, but used to love Diablo 2 back in the day. Doom, fantastic game, really good on the Switch too, just visually speaking, looks really good. Dragon's Dogma, Dark Arisen, played through maybe about 10-15 hours, really have to jump back into this one because it really felt open. I feel like it was really ahead of its time, to be honest. Dragon Quest XI, Echoes of an Elusive Age, Definitive Edition, fantastic game. I need to jump back to this to go through the whole post-game kind of section of it. I hear it's actually a lot of content there, but kind of got burnt out after I don't know, it was maybe like 70 hours or something it took me to beat that. Dust and Elysian Tale, still sealed. These limited run games have incredible value. I believe this one's worth upwards of like $170 right now. So yeah, I have those few from the original kind of 10 or 12 limited run releases. So yeah, I'm doing pretty well value-wise with some of these games. Dying Light Platinum Edition, really fantastic. Amazing port on Switch, too. I'm having a lot of fun with that game. Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. Yeah, played this as soon as it came out. Finally beat it. First time playing Skyrim, and it was on Switch. And yeah, this was a really revolutionary game in a lot of ways, in my opinion. Really, really good. The End Is Nigh. From the creators of Meat Boy. Not as good, but still a lot of fun. Fire Emblem Warriors. It was alright, honestly. I've kind of burnt out on that one quick. Another game coming up here later is much better, in my opinion. Flint Hook, a really fun indie game. Really good limited run game pickup there. Fury, this one's worth almost like $200 or maybe more. It's pretty crazy, but yeah, that's a hell of a good hack and slash type action game. Golf Story, yeah, classic, one of the best indies on Switch. Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. I'm playing through the second game in this collection here now, and as you guys know, I'm a massive Ace Attorney fan, so yeah, this is everything I wanted and more, to be honest. Sealed Harry Potter collection. Love Harry Potter growing up. Haven't played any of the Lego games, but I figured at some point I might jump into it, but just still sealed for now. And Has Been Heroes, really fun, but it was one of those cheap games early on the Switch, and it was, just picked up for cheap. It was fun, very difficult though. Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity, this is the best Warriors game I've ever played. It's actually fantastic. I genuinely think it's a great game, whereas a lot of other Warriors games I kind of am on the fence about. Immortals Phoenix Rising, a really solid effort from Ubisoft to kind of do a Breath of the Wild kind of a game, and yeah, really good actually. They did really well with it. Kingdom New Lands, again, another limited run. It was a fun game. I played through it. Kirby and the Forgotten Land, just recently beat this. Fantastic game, one of Nintendo's best on the Switch. Could be better in some ways. I feel like some stuff kind of held it back a little bit, but as far as the creativity and the amount of effort they put into this, whereas I feel like a lot of Kirby games, they kind of phone it in, I was completely satisfied. I was very happy to play through that. Really a lot of fun. Next here is Nintendo Labo Toy-Con 04. Yeah, this is just the AR Labo. I didn't get the first set of Labo. I do have a sealed robot, or giant robot, whatever, Toy-Con set, and then I had this AR set. Honestly, I think I only played the games maybe once, and then I played it in Breath of the Wild for a little bit and haven't really touched it again. LA Noire, one of my favorite games on Steam back in the day. One of Rockstar's best, in my opinion, and really cool to have it on Switch. And I think I got it again for pretty cheap. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, easily one of the best games ever made. Going through this game for the first time was, enlightening. Little Dragon's Cafe, not a great game, but I believe it's from the original creator of Harvest Moon. Really tried to get into it. It just felt way too simplistic and not enough going on to really catch my attention for longer than, a dozen hours or so. Luigi's Mansion 3, still haven't played through this. I know I need to. I know it's incredible. I loved Dark Moon on the 3DS. Really just got to play it. I've heard incredible things, including that it's probably some of the best animation in the last 10 years. Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle, fantastic strategy game. Ubisoft absolutely knocked this one out of the park. I can't wait for Sparks of Hope, or I believe that's what it's called. Mario Tennis Aces, it's a really fun game. Not didn't stick with me as long as I wanted it to, but as far as tennis games go, it's probably one of the best ever made. Mercenary Kings, didn't play it. Another limited run. The Messenger, apparently this one goes for almost 300 something bucks new. Mine is opened. Did play the game, really fun game as well. But yeah, that's pretty crazy. I think it was a limited run kind of partnership game. Got Metroid Dread, incredible game, one of Nintendo Switch's best. Really, really amazing. Neo: The World Ends With You. Again, I played through kind of the first section of the game, and then I fell off of it. Absolutely, again, I love the game, love the series. Don't know why these big games I look forward to so much, I end up restricting myself from playing them. I guess it's just inside I really want to enjoy them for as long as I can and still have kind of the anticipation. But yeah, definitely have to jump back into that one ASAP. Night Trap. Yeah, it was a fun game, not amazing. Again, another limited run type game. Ni no Kuni. Love this game on PS3. Haven't played it on Switch yet, but I knew I had to get it. It's an incredible game from Level 5. Ni no Kuni 2, Revenant Kingdom. Had to get this one as well. Heard that it's not as good as, not nearly as good as the first one, but I've heard, some mixed opinions on it, so I'll see for myself. Goddamn Superhero. It's a game about a super. No, I'm kidding. It's No More Heroes 3. Obviously, this is the reversed cover. But yeah, have that No More Heroes 3, the special edition. Then I had to buy one myself here as well because yeah, I'm a huge No More Heroes and Suda fan. Octopath Traveler. Again, another game that I played through maybe 15 hours of it and fell off. I definitely have to jump back into it. It was gorgeous. Music was incredible, and the battle system was awesome. Okami, sealed from Japan. Did not think they would be releasing actual Okami in the West, but they end up doing it. But do have the sealed Japanese edition right here, so really, really cool. Next game here, Oxenfree. Really love this kind of coming of age kind of story thing that you kind of follow. It's a little bit slow at times, but yeah, definitely worth a playthrough to see kind of what goes on. Pixark, did not play through this, got it for very cheap. Pixel Junk Monsters 2. Have not played through this one yet, did want to play through the first one, which I believe is on PSP, if I'm remembering correctly. Poi Explorer Edition. Really, it was a cheap 3D platformer, but honestly, it's one of the better ones on the Switch. If you just want basic, clean 3D platforming, controls feel good, this is definitely worth a pickup. Pokemon Shield, did not beat this one, but I did play through probably 20-25 hours maybe. Resident Evil Revelations Collection, first game, incredible. Have not played the second game yet. Definitely need to have it downloaded. Rune Factory 5, still playing through this right now. Really good Rune Factory game, really good. The best in many ways, but I'm finding the days are either taking too long or I'm too efficient in my days that I'm doing so much in a given day that it takes a long time for that day to be over with, I feel like it's not moving along enough. I've been playing for, I don't know, probably upwards of 30, 40, 50 hours maybe, and I'm still in summer right now. I'm not even in fall yet. I don't know. I feel like maybe my just gaming tastes are changing a little bit, but I just don't think I can put in like 300 hours into this game to go through like all the seasons multiple times and be able to marry and have children and all that kind of stuff. I don't know. We'll see. I do definitely want to play through it because that's one of my favorite series of all time. Moving along here, we got Sakuna of Rice and Ruin. Incredible game. Kind of its own take on the Harvest Moon sort of formula, but with rice, and a lot of really good combat as well. Saturday Morning RPG. Did not play this one. Again, another limited run one that wasn't too interested in, but I was formerly collecting all of them. Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne. Amazing game. Did not play it on Switch yet. Slime Song. Incredible indie game. Really one of the best ones. The platforming is just amazing. Love the visuals. Level design's fantastic. Sonic Forces. Actually, I kind of enjoyed this one. It was cheaper, not amazing. Obviously, it is a 3D Sonic game, but no, it was definitely worth a play. I liked it. Splatoon 2. When Splatoon 1 came out, I was absolutely hooked. It was incredible. Splatoon 2, when it first came out, I was also incredibly hooked. I will be jumping into Splatoon 3, I will, but I just do see it becoming very samey now, which I don't like. I'd like to see them really kind of take it somewhere crazy, but I do see that this is their kind of, their games as a service game, you know what I mean? Starlink Battle for Atlas, still have to go through to beat this, but everything I did play so far, I absolutely loved. Really, really good. And I believe I have 2 copies of Super Mario Odyssey. I ended up getting one at a garage sale I found for $5. Which was like insane. But incredible game. First Mario game that I absolutely 100% completed right to the very end. So clearly this is one of my favorites. Let's see. Got how many games left here? Got Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Did not play this one as long as I should have. In fact, I didn't play a lot of the new characters. I find I do that a lot with Smashes. I'll play through all the characters. I go through all the classic mode with everybody, and then it hits to the new characters, and I kind of fall off a bit. Did play multiplayer with this one a lot back in the day, and it's pretty amazing. Really, really a fun game. Sushi Striker: The Way of Sushido, still sealed. Just didn't bother. I played the demo and it was fun, but not amazing. Taiko no Tatsuen. Drum and Fun is the name, I believe. In America, I got this one when I was in Japan and even picked up the Hori drum set, which is really cool. Thimbleweed Park, another limited run one that I do know I need to play. I've heard really good things. Thumper. Want to play this one in VR first before I play it on Switch. Travis Strikes Again, No More Heroes. I love this game. Not as impressive as regular No More Heroes games, but it's still a lot of fun. Triangle Strategy, still have to play through this one. Okay, down to the last 5 or 6 here. Troll and I. Honestly, people give it a lot of hate, and maybe just me being, devil's advocate or whatever, but I think it's actually a pretty decent game, and for how cheap you can pick it up, I think it's worth it. It's interesting. It reminds me of like a PS2 game, but with like a semi HD finish to it. West of Loathing. Apparently this one's worth for a lot right now too, and I just don't understand it that much. But another limited run. The Wonderful 101 with his was it Venticular cover? Is that what you call it? But Wonderful 101 on Wii U was incredible. I loved the game. Kamiya's one of his best games, and the combat system on the Wii U was just insane. World's End Club Deluxe Edition. Haven't beat this one yet, but I believe it's from a side team, I guess, from the creator of Zero Escape, similar to AI Somnium Files, I believe. So that's one that I definitely need to pick up. World Ends With You. Final Remix Edition is still sealed. I just knew I had to pick that up because I'm a big fan of the series. Ukulele, another one that's worth a lot of money now. Limited run games. Not amazing, honestly. I feel like that 2D side-scrolling one was better. Ys 8 Lacrimosa of Dana. Amazing RPG. not, I wouldn't say it's one of the best. It's kind of janky at times and not the most interesting of stories, or the combat isn't amazing, but just as far as like a good solid RPG you can really put a lot of time into, this one's a fun one for sure. But so there it is, guys. There's my Nintendo Switch game collection from May 2022. Hope you guys enjoyed. Maybe found some games that you want to pick up yourself. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye.